Let me ask you something most people never will. Who are you really doing this for? Not just your business, not just your personal brand, but this entire thing. Your push to stand out, make your voice heard, leave a mark. Who is it really for? Because if you've ever felt stuck, if you've ever felt lost, specifically in your messaging, it might be because you haven't answered that question yet. And I know because I didn't answer it either until Charlotte. So my daughter's name is Charlotte, but that name, it has a story. It starts with my grandmother. My grandmother's name was Charlotte. She was the heart of the family, the matriarch of the entire Detroit area, a force of love and quiet, and maybe sometimes not so quiet. But she had a strength about her. And when she unfortunately passed away suddenly, we were all devastated. While she was in a coma, I was at the hospital, sitting, waiting. I was trying to be strong. And that's when a woman named Samantha came into the world. Now, Samantha was my sister's, and still is my sister's best friend. And Samantha wasn't just visiting and taking care of the family, especially her best friend, but Samantha stayed. She stood by my grandmother's side for what I believe is 40 of my grandmother's final 48 hours of her life. And on the day of her funeral, I gave the eulogy. And I thanked two people, my cousin, who was a nurse, and this woman I barely knew, who sat with my grandmother when we couldn't. And that night, or really early in the next morning, something shifted. Samantha and I started talking. A connection was born that night, that late night, and that early morning. And it's only deepened every day since. So fast forward, we got married, had a daughter. We named her Charlotte, after my grandmother. And today, we live in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's more than a name. It's more than a coincidence. It's a legacy. A name that was passed from my grandmother to my daughter, to the place we now call home. And that's when it clicked for me. Branding is a love letter. It's not a funnel, not a template. It's not a 90-day growth hack. It's a letter to the people who made you who you are. It's a way of saying, thank you. I'm building this because of you. I think we forget that sometimes. We focus so much on perfecting our content, polishing our image, doing everything right. But forget that real connection starts with real meaning. So let me ask again. Who are you really doing this for? For me, every time I help someone clarify their brand, every time I run a $2 Bill Brand Audit, every time someone cries when they finally find the words to say who they are and what they do, I think of Charlotte. I think of Samantha. And I think of the love that started all of this. If you're feeling stuck with your brand, if your content feels hollow, if your message feels off and you just can't quite put your finger on it, maybe it's not about getting louder. Maybe it's about getting closer. Closer to the reason you started. Closer to the people you're doing this for. Your brand isn't just what you say, it's who you carry into the world with you. So here's what I want you to try today. I need you to go get my VIBEFinder GPT. The link is below. It's a free tool I built to help you tap into the emotional core of your brand. Not the headlines, not the hashtags, the heart. Because when you lead with that, you don't need to chase attention, you attract it. You don't need to copy someone else's style. You just own your story. And if you want to go deeper, book a $2 Bill Brand Audit. Not because you need a rebrand, but because you're finally ready to tell the truth out loud. Your brand is a love letter. Mine is to my grandmother, to my daughter, to the people who stood by me when no one was watching. So let me ask you one last time. Who are you really doing this for? Find that, write to them, and everything else will follow. So try the VIBEFinder GPT. Again, link is below, and then let's talk. The $2 Bill Brand Audit is waiting if you're ready. Be unforgettable. Be the $2 bill.